Hello students, a very warm welcome to yet another exciting journey of learning English grammar. I hope you all are as fit as a fiddle. Let's continue our lesson today with a warming up exercise. For that, sit in a comfortable position and breathe in. Keep your spine erect, sit straight, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Do this for 2 more times. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Good students. Now we shall end this warming up activity with the clapping exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Students, let's continue with the pearl of the wisdom now. The pearl of the wisdom that I have got for you today is health is wealth. So what do we understand by this? We understand that health is the most important thing that we all have to concentrate on or think about. So if your health is good, then you are a wealthy person. I hope you all will take care of your health and follow all the COVID instructions given by the government. Students, now look at the blackboard. It says Rama helps Hari. Hari is helped by Rama. So now what do we understand by this? What do we see here? We see these two sentences are written differently but they mean the same. So here in the first sentence, Rama helps Hari. So the subject is doing some action. In the second one, Hari is helped by Rama. So here the action is being done to Hari. So what is this? There is only 2 different forms of verbs in these 2 sentences, and this is nothing but active voice and passive voice. So when the subject is doing something, it is active voice, and when there is something done to the subject, that is passive voice. So today we are going to learn active and passive voice. So students, let us understand what voice is, active voice and passive voice. So it says it is that form of a verb which shows whether what is denoted by the subject does something or has something done to it. So here either the subject is doing something or something is being done to the subject. Next we have active voice. A verb is in the active voice when its form shows that the person or thing denoted by the subject does something, or in other words is the doer of the action. So in active voice, the subject which is denoted in the sentence is the one who is doing something. So that is why the name active voice is so called, because the person denoted by the subject acts. So the person which is denoted by the subject in the sentence acts or is doing some work, then the verb is said to be in active voice form. So students, now let's understand what passive voice is. A verb is in the passive voice when its form shows that something is done to the person or thing denoted by the subject. The passive voice is so called because the person or the thing denoted by the subject is not active but passive, receives some action. So kids, I hope you have understood passive voice. It says that when the subject in the passive voice is receiving some action and it is not doing any action. So kids, let's understand more on active and passive voice. So kids, we understood what voice is, then we understood active voice and the passive voice. Now look at the examples and the sentence structure. Here it says active voice, what subject does, and then passive voice, the focus is on the action. For example, Ram killed Ravan. So here Ram is doing some action, that is he killed Ravan. Next, Ravan was killed by Ram. So the focus is the action, not the person. So here if you observe the structure of the sentence, then it says subject plus verb plus object. It's here, subject plus verb plus object. Next, when you change the active voice to passive voice, that time the object comes first. So object plus be verb plus verb in the third form, that is killed by Ram. So subject comes here as an object and object from here comes here as a subject. So kids, I hope you understood the structure really well, that is object plus be plus verb 3 plus by plus s. S is the subject. So active voice, again I shall repeat, what subject does, passive voice, the focus is on the action. So kids, now let us understand active and passive voice with tenses. So first, simple present tense. Here if you see, the verb is am, are, either of the three, plus third form of the verb. So look at this example, he lights the earthen lamp. The earthen lamp is lit by him. He does not light the earthen lamp. This is the negative sentence. The earthen lamp is not lit by him. Then you have, do you light the earthen lamp? It is the earthen lamp lit by you. So this is an interrogative sentence. Next, if you see present continuous tense, in this the verb is, am, are plus being plus third form of the verb. So it is like this, I am driving a bicycle. So it's present continuous. How does it change? A bicycle is being driven by me. So here is being driven, third form of the verb, by me. Next, I am not driving a bicycle. A bicycle is not being driven by me. Next, am I driving a bicycle? Is a bicycle being driven by me? So students, present perfect tense, it is has, comma have plus been plus third form of the verb. Here if you see, he has stolen my pen. My pen has been stolen by him. Next, he has not stolen my pen. My pen has not been stolen by him. The next sentence, has he stolen my pen? Has my pen been stolen by him? So again, to repeat, the structure of the sentence will be like this, has, comma have plus been plus the third verb. Next is simple past tense. Here was, were plus third verb. She finished work. Work was finished by her. She did not finish work. Work was not finished by her. Did she finish work? Was work finished by her? Next is past continuous. That is was plus were plus being plus third verb, third form of the verb. So look at the examples. He was revising his books. His books were being revised by him. So next one, he was not revising his books. His books were not being revised by him. Was he revising his books? This is interrogative. Then were his books being revised by him. Now let us look at past perfect tense. I had completed the assignment. The assignment has been completed by me. So if you look, had been, verb in the third form. So had been, verb in the third form. Next, I had not completed the assignment. The assignment had not been completed by me. Had I completed the assignment? Question mark. Yes, had the assignment been completed by me. So this was about past perfect tense. Now we shall move on to the future tense. The first one is simple future tense. Here if you look at the structure, it says will, shall plus be plus the third form of the verb. So here you see my aunt will pay my dues. My dues will be paid by my aunt. My aunt will not pay my dues. My dues will not be paid by my aunt. So here if you see will, then be and then paid. Will not be and then paid. Next one, will my aunt pay my dues? Will my dues be paid by my aunt? Future perfect tense. So here you see the structure of the sentence will, shall, have been plus third form of the verb. Next, we shall have done our homework. Our homework shall have been done by us. So if you look, shall then have been done, the verb form of do, third form. Next one, we shall not have done our homework. Our homework shall not have been done by us. Shall we have done our homework? Shall our homework have been done by us? So kids, I hope you understood the active voice and the passive voice with the tenses. Students, now let us understand active and passive voice with imperative sentences. So imperative sentences are the sentences in which we express our feelings and emotions like command, order, advice and request. So what are the rules? Here if you observe carefully, it says let plus the new object plus be not be plus past participle or the third form of the verb. Now for sentences expressing request, advice or order, we use you, are requested to, advised to or ordered to. Next, if you observe the example here, bring your copies. Let your copies be brought. Drop the box at once. Let the box be dropped at once. Do not tell a lie. Let not a lie be told. Students, now let us understand how to transform the active voice to passive voice. So we have to observe a few rules. First one, change the object into subject. So if in object we have a pronoun of object case, then convert that using the following rules. So here if you observe, me will be changed to I, you will be changed to you, her will be changed to she, them will change to they, us will change to we, him will change to he, it will be it, whom will be changing to who. So students, look at the example. He wrote a letter. So he will be changed to him. A letter was written by him. So he changed to him. Similarly, she will change to her. She wrote a letter. If we write it like that, then a letter was written by her. So this was the rule, first rule, that how the object is brought into passive voice. So the next rule is change the subject into object and use by before the object. If in subject we have a pronoun of nominative case, then convert that by using the following rules. So here if you observe, I will be changed to by me, you will be changed to by you, she will be changed to by her, they will change to by them, we will change to by us, he will change to by him, it will change to by it, who will change to by whom. Then we shall move on to the next set of rules. Now first of all, find the subject, the object and the main verb. It means find the SVO. Convert the object into subject. So kids, I have already explained this to you. Convert the subject into object. Then the next rule is use suitable helping verb or an auxiliary verb according to the tense. If the helping verb is given, use the verb as it is. But note that the helping verb used should be according to the object. Then the next rule is convert the verb into past participle or the third form of the verb. Use the preposition by. Now the next thing that we are going to understand is how the interrogative sentence is changed. So study this table to understand how verbs in the active voice in interrogative sentences are changed into passive voice. So first one, if you observe, did Manisha call you? Were you called by Manisha? So that will be the passive voice. Do the Sharmas visit the Basus? Are the Basus visited by the Sharmas? Next, have you ironed the shirt? Has the shirt been ironed by you? Can anybody lift the statue? Can this statue be lifted by anyone? Who belled the cat? By whom was the cat belled? When will they announce the results? When will the results of the competition be announced? So last one, if you see again, when will they announce the results of the competition? When will the results of the competition be announced? So kids, I hope you have understood how to change the interrogative sentences from active voice to passive voice. Now let's quickly recall whatever we have learned. So kids, solve this exercise. This exercise asks us to identify whether the sentence is an active voice or a passive voice. So you are going to identify whether the sentence is active or passive. So let's read the sentence. The drawing was not made by me. So what is this? Is it active or passive? Yes, very good. It is passive voice. Always remember, a passive voice sentence will always have a by. So this is passive voice. Next one, we buy books and magazines every weekend. So what voice is this in? Yes, you're right. It's active voice. So we'll write active, A. Next, I shall sell all the boxes today. Which voice is this in? Yes, this is also active voice. Next, the letters were delivered by the postman. The letters were delivered by the postman. So which voice is this? Active or passive? Yes, it's passive voice. So kids, I hope you understood how to identify the active and the passive voice sentences. Now let's move on to the next activity, that is the concluding activity. So children, now let's conclude our lesson with 3 questions. How to change active voice to passive voice. So what does this ask us to do? Change active voice to passive voice. So all his friends laughed at him. So how would you change this voice? Yes, first of all his friends. So here we identify the subject, object, verb and object, laughed at him. So here the object will become the subject here. So it will change. He was. Next we'll add, see, we added this change to he, then we added the auxiliary verb, the helping verb, and now we'll add the verb. He was laughed at. Then add the preposition by his friends. By all, because there is all, we should add all here. So all his friends. So kids, I hope you understood how to change this active to passive. Let's solve another question. So students, here look at the question. They made him king. So how would this be changed to passive voice? The answer would be, first of all search the subject, then made verb, him is the object. So you will bring this him here and it will change to he. He was made, the verb, made, helping verb in the main verb. Then you will write, he was made king by them. So here you can write by them, they become them. So the next question is, Janki picked up the book. So here we should identify the subject, verb and then the object, right? Now this will change to, object will come first. So the book plus be verb, the book was. Then the verb in the third form was picked up by the subject, by Janki. So you are going to write here by Janki. So kids, I hope you have understood how to change the active voice to passive voice, and now let us completely conclude the lesson with a mind map. So kids, what did we learn today? We learned active and passive voice, their definitions, then we learned the relationship or the active and passive voice along with the tenses. Then we learned how to change imperative sentences from active to passive, and we learned how to change interrogative sentences from active to passive. We learned how to identify the active voice and the passive voice sentences. Then finally, we learned how to change active voice to passive voice. So kids, I hope you all have understood the chapter really well. We shall meet again with a new video. Until then, you all take care and happy learning.